Chapter 148. The arrival of the stranger Abidim at the patriarchs. Yes, truly, there is already the collapsed wall, said the known Abidim. And it seems to me that they are still all gathered there. It also appears to me that Enoch is at this moment addressing a farewell speech to the midnight children. Yes, he is speaking to Jura, Ohorion, and Busan. Let us go to them without delay. Maybe we can still hear a few little words which might apply to us. So let us hurry. And the stranger Abidim said to the known one, Listen, my beloved friend. Why the hurry when one is already on the spot? As for Enoch's words, the last ones will not be of much use to us if we have missed out on the first. Or what use are to an altar the top stones if the foundation stones have not first been laid? Or have you ever seen a day begin in the evening? Or a tree which begins to grow from its top in the air, then developing the trunk downwards and the roots into the earth only out of this? Or what use would it be to someone to cover his head with a cloth when he has nothing with which to cover the rest of his body? Behold, that is why I think we should let Enoch conclude his speech and wait here for a while, so as not to disturb the attention of anyone's heart. The known Abidim was quite satisfied with this, and said to Abidim the stranger, My beloved friend, I believe that with the wisdom and might of your speech, which sounds also most melodious, you could lead me into the fire, and I would follow you into all the depths of the seas and all the waters of the earth. Truly, my most beloved friend, not only your appearance, but also your speech is extraordinarily similar to the Father's. You know whom I mean. Only you appear to me much stronger physically than was the Father. For the Father appeared considerably weaker and smaller. That is, you must understand me correctly, in his person. Of course, we cannot speak here of the spiritual figure of the Father, which is of infinite might and strength forever. And the stranger Abidim answered, So you now notice the similarity and lack of similarity between me and the Father? Yes, you are right. This is how it was. But what do you think, my beloved friend, concerning the smaller and weaker figure? I personally am of the opinion that if, as you know, this Father showed himself to his children in a somewhat strange appearance, in order to show them what their hearts were like, this could also be an explanation of his weaker figure on that occasion. And if he returned to his children unexpectedly, and their hearts were freer and stronger in love, might not the Father show himself stronger than before? In which case he might look exactly like me. For I think that the Father's figure, where the children are concerned, would always depend on the greater or lesser love for him in their hearts. What do you think in this respect? And the known Abidim was amazed, and said to Abidim, O friend, I must openly admit that however mysterious your words sounded to me before, now they are very clear. Look, how much wiser than I you are. Truly, this so very important point you have raised, my heart would have missed completely. I must tell you already in advance that I am sure Adam, Enoch, and all the others will open their eyes in surprise and prick up their ears when they hear you speak about something. For in my opinion, when one hears you speak, one could well believe that you have been completely awakened when you met the Father, or, do understand me, you must be the Father himself. Do understand, dear friend, that I say this only by way of comparison. Yes, in truth, with you I shall not bring disgrace upon myself with the patriarchs. I, for my part, am overjoyed, and I must openly admit that when I now ask my love, whom do you love more, the Father or this friend? It answers, although I received everything I have from the Father, yet what I give the Father and this friend is exactly the same, and there is no difference. O Adam, O Enoch, O all you who are alive, you will be puzzled and amazed at this wisdom. Now look, most beloved friend, Enoch has bowed to the altar and to the patriarchs. His speech has ended, and if you wish, I would like to introduce you. And Abiram the stranger replied, Listen, Abiram, go there first and announce me. Only then come back with good news, and thereupon introduce me to all the patriarchs. Amen. And Abiram went immediately to the patriarchs and told them everything that had happened to him during the short time since he had left this place. They all were very surprised, even Enoch, who promptly asked, Beloved Abiram, brother in God, Emmanuel Abba, tell me briefly, how did his words affect your heart? And Abiram replied, Brother Enoch, in truth, as I have already admitted, I for my part did not find the least difference between him and Emmanuel. In short, I, whom you before my departure from here greeted as an awakened one, tell you that my awakenedness was compared with his incomprehensibly clear and high, indeed, highest wisdom, the sheerest, blindest stupidity, and any useless folly that might emerge therefrom. Therefore I tell you, beloved brother Enoch, rejoice with all your heart, for he will surely give you great pleasure too. Now it is time to fetch him and introduce him to you. Enoch still asked Abiram whether he was allowed to go too and meet the stranger. And Abiram agreed with all his heart. And so both had soon reached the stranger Abiram, who welcomed them. Then Abiram the stranger asked Enoch, Most beloved Enoch, behold, it has got dark. You are on the point of returning from this so greatly hallowed place. May I and my namesake accompany you to the height, stay overnight with you, and tomorrow celebrate the Sabbath of the Lord with you? For behold, when I heard of all that has happened here, a great longing arose within me to see the awakened children of the great, Holy Father, and to hear living words from their living hearts. And Enoch replied, O friend, and my new still unknown brother, for guests of your kind, we have many dwellings on the height, not just for today and tomorrow, but for all times of times and eternities of eternities, you shall dwell in our midst. Friends of the Father are our friends too, and those he has sent to us shall dwell with us forever. But it is time, so if it pleases you, follow me. Your will. Amen. So they went, and when they reached the patriarchs, these welcomed them, and they all gathered around the two Abidims. As Abidim walked behind him, Adam turned around and asked the stranger Abidim, "Dear welcome friend and guest of our love, since you, as your namesake has earlier told us, have come from the morning region, tell me, if you are willing, what the children there are doing, and, if you wish, who your surely worthy father is, and from which line of my descendants." At this question by Adam, the known Abidim made signs to Enoch, saying, "Most beloved brother Enoch, now listen with ears and heart." And Enoch thanked him for this reminder. But the stranger replied to Adam, "Listen, Adam, concerning your first question, you have already answered it yourself in your question. And if you belong also to the awakened, what you asked me must be clear as daylight to you. Or should you not know which children are called children of the morning? If that be the case, that excuses your, allow me, Father Adam, extremely shallow question, and you can be given only a shallow answer to it, namely, that your morning children are all alert and healthy, and many are looking forward to tomorrow. Concerning your second question, it is like a snare. But behold, you will not find it easy to catch me. I tell you, you will sooner catch an eagle high in the air than me. It is good for you that love gave you this question, otherwise the answer would now have been very severe. If I now asked you this, what would you answer me? Behold, as an awakened, it should be clear to you whether I have a father or not. Or are you still asleep? And Adam was astonished at this answer, and did not dare to ask the stranger anything else. Then Enoch said to the known Abidim, "But, dear brother, have you really not yet recognized your namesake?" And Abidim replied with a bewildered "No." But Enoch said, "Truly, nothing in man remains so long foolish as does the heart. O Lord, have patience with us weak ones. Amen. Abidim, I think the awakened are all still asleep. Do you understand this?